What up, world? Back again. It is your boy, Vic XL.
What up, it's your dude, Spank.
And we are the Country Rap Report. And y'all know what it is. When y'all see us, y'all going to get the best in our opinions, our expertise, our views on some of the best and worst videos in the genre of country rap. Also, you're going to get AMAs, Ask Me Anything. That's when you, the listener, the viewer, the artist, the fan, have an opportunity to ask Spank and myself anything you want to ask about the genre of music. You do not have to generalize the country rap. You can be an artist and feel like I've been asking everybody in the world this question and nobody answered. Well, you know what? All you got to do is ask us and we'll do everything in our power to answer you. We also give you the best and exclusive interviews in the genre of country rap, man. We got some bangers, man. We got Up Church. We got Hard Target. We got Bravo Gator, man. We got a catalog of dope interviews. We got plenty more coming. Also, we give you music industry playbook. That's when we take our music industry telescope and we hone in on a subject that we actually choose. But you guys can send us ideas on things you want us to talk about, like 360 deal. How to, do I need a hype man? You know, just different things where we take a specific topic and we hone in and basically give you an episode based on that. Now, with all that being said, before we get into this content, y'all, please make sure y'all visit countryrapreport.com for all your country rap report needs. Become a member of the gang and get you some merch. We got some dope, need I say dope, anus merch on the website. Okay?
We editing ourselves now?
I sometimes just like saying anus.
Okay, all right.
I seen someone who says nigos.
Nigos?
Yeah. Nigos.
That's funny.
They spell it N-E-G-U-S, nigos. So, anus. So, man, let's get into it, man. We got some, bro. I'm going to say this, country rap. I'm starting back to bust my hats out because there are so many videos. So many videos. Now, I can't say me and Spank are the reason, but it wasn't this many videos 200 episodes ago.
No, it was not.
Y'all are putting in that work. Now, I remember back in the day, I used to be part of a show called Our Nation. Vic and Rob. If you ever type in Our Nation, there are probably about 5 episodes on YouTube, but we ran over 60 episodes. And when we had that show, a lot of independent artists started filming videos. And I feel like, of course, no one's going to say, hey, man, we shoot videos now because they can Spank and we have a platform. But sometimes my ego allows me to find comfort in feeling that way. Because, bro, it's not this many. It's to a point now where I'm like, man, shit, it's so many. We're going to probably miss that person.
We ain't got to miss them. But I will say something else about that at another time. But yeah, there is a shit ton of folks. And I'm glad it is, because we need that. We need as many people out there being this creative, because your YouTube outlet is probably your number 2, 3 revenue generator in the genre. And that's behind your streaming and your merch. So if your YouTube ain't up to par and you ain't getting them numbers, or at least using it as an advertising and marketing vehicle for your merch and for your streaming stuff that is out there, then you're falling behind. This is just a hobby for you. So you got to do that. You need to get your YouTube up, and you do that by putting out videos. Start by making, and I've said it repeatedly, do in-studio videos. They're the simplest to make. Just you and a phone, and shoot it. You could probably try and do some one takes, but if not, then send that shit to Fiverr and let somebody edit it for you, and then shoot it back and upload it. Just do something. People want to see videos, and this does help.
Well, I'm honestly going to say this. I didn't realize until we started, until you telling me when you were at Mako, because there is no radio, they have to almost use YouTube as their revenue stream that they might get if they were on radio. So yeah, I learned that from you at Mako.
Yes, YouTube is their And the kicker is, we know what YouTube does for rap folks, and they got other outlets, but once it starts kicking in over here, and these people start using YouTube as that revenue generator, there's a couple over here to do it now. The church does it beautifully. Adam does too. Like, they use it to their advantage, and sometimes Forgiato does. Back when Trump was trying to get elected. Like, during that time, they were using it as those vehicles of, hey, look at me, look at my product, look at my music. It's all right here in this little package. But the YouTube videos just churning out one after another, one after another. And it wasn't just music videos. It was just YouTube visual content, and that gives you access to fans one-on-one. Yeah, at your leisure, that no one else can regulate other than it's between you and YouTube. As long as you fall within them guidelines, whatever you want to put out, it's going to move those numbers for you. And once that needle start moving, then you start generating revenue. Like, it all makes sense. It's just a matter of you guys falling in line and actually starting working on your videos, because your videos, and I can say that we had something to do with that for sure in the genre, to pat ourselves on the back. Like, the videos have improved. Like, that bullshit we used to see when we first started, all that stuff died. Like, I don't even see people trying to do that. They might throw out a cover art video here or there that they put out, but usually those are being done by their distributor. But most of the videos that everybody's trying to push are professionally done through whatever grade of professionalism. Everybody ain't Drake McGuire and Breadwin, but whoever you got that is throwing it out there, they're doing the best that they can. And we're applying our feedback to make sure that you guys are upgrading that. So it isn't just, random bullshit that's being put out there, because we won't allow that.
And speaking of Breadwin and Drake McGuire, they'll both be featured in this episode.
Yes, and one of them I'm confused about. I'm not even gonna lie. But it wasn't on the video side, it was on the audio side. These are two of these videos. You're gonna have to help me on grading, because I'm torn.
Well, damn,
I'm torn because of what we normally review versus somebody using music that don't belong to them. And
yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that shit there.
I was gonna wonder if you was gonna catch it, so it's gonna lead to some good discussion if we're talking about the same thing.
Okay, cool.
Let's get into it. It's some. I gotta say this right now. Like, for this month, I have a new favorite artist.
You have a new favorite artist?
For this month, I do have a new favorite artist.
Okay.
I didn't. Yeah, man. And I'm the type of person, my favorite artist, you might be my favorite artist for a week, month. You know what I'm saying? But I have a new favorite artist right now. For the month.
They in this review?
This video I got it, and this episode, this video I got it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm rocking, bro. I'm rocking. Because we talk about consistency and perfecting who you are, knowing who you are. I'm rocking. So let's get into it, man. I don't want to be
this should be interesting.
Yeah, I know you're feeling that way. All right, man. First video of the episode is Mr. Ekko Sykes. And we have a very, very dope interview with Ekko Sykes. Very, very dope, very, very enlightening, and actually made me look at this from a different perspective. I'm glad I had an opportunity to interview him. And that interview definitely helped me with this video. Matter of fact, I almost want you to go first on this video. But you never.
You don't want me.
Yeah, let me. Yeah. Come on.
I'll go first.
Yeah, you come on. And you know what? I felt like I probably need to let Spank go first on this one. I feel like I know him well enough that I might have to back clean up.
Okay, cool. That works for me. Did we mention the name? You said the name yet?
Ekko Sykes. The name of the song is Heathens. Heathen Gang Remix.
Here we go. Okay. The
word remix is a trigger?
No, it is for me, because when you typically remix, it's your shit. Because you're allowed to remix. You can, when it's not your shit, it's a cover. Now it's a readaptation of the original. It is not yours. You can't remix something that ain't yours. In the music industry. Okay, go ahead.
What you are saying is correct.
Right.
I need some tape.
Well, you need some tape. You got a brand over there, Vic?
I really like this shirt.
Right.
But my job shouldn't get no credit in this video. It's okay. It's okay. No, they might think it's it's okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
What you're saying is 100% correct, but hip hop kind of changed that. Like 50 Cent. What? You know what? They called it mixtape songs.
Right. It was a cover then, but you could do the remix there.
The word cover is not used in hip hop. The word
because it's stealing. Because it's stealing. We typically don't use that. We say remix because it makes it a little lighter on the theft part.
Yes. Well, I ain't gonna use the word theft. Okay. I'm not gonna use the word theft, but I know what
borrowing, unoriginal, an adaptation.
Mixtape.
It ain't yours. It ain't yours, fam. And I don't know. And I know we've covered other remix on here, but I'm trying to do something different after 200 because I have been a little bit lenient and I don't want to be. I'm not comfortable covering a song that doesn't belong to him. No, I can't discredit the lyrics. He's got talent. I can't discredit the rap ability. He's got that.
Can I pause you?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna rename it. And maybe when he see the show, he might change it. It's called the Heath Mix.
Heath Mix. Okay, you can call it that, but he still stole it. On the video side, let me rate it because I can't rate the audio until I get some feedback from you. On the audio side, on the video side, I gave it an 8 because I did not like the camcorder-ish style. Now I'm gonna give it a 9. It felt like it was shot with a phone, but I think it was done on purpose that way to make it seem like it was authentic, spur of the moment, shot at a grave site. I don't know the backstory on that, but I was trying to listen to the lyrics to see where some of it was. I did not read any of the comments on the video. I probably should have to see there's probably some meaning in there. I didn't read the description. I just watched the video, listened to the comments, listened to the lyrics, heard that music, and was immediately like, okay, damn, this ain't yours. And Heather was watching it with me, and I was like, yeah, I've heard this before, and I remember the original, but this ain't his. So how do I rate him when I've given other people worse? Like I didn't even rate them on the audio side when I knew that it wasn't theirs. And usually those type of things, they get copyright strikes. I looked at the video, there was no copyright strike. I looked at the credits to see if there was any credits given, for production value, because I'm real big on that, and there wasn't any of that. And this is all going to be repeated again when we talk about the sticks in this same review. I don't know if I can give him an audio review because of that. I can give you the rate on the lyrics. I can give you the rate on your rap style and your rap ability. I can give you all of that, and you're about a 5 or a 6 on that. The production side of it, which we elevated to take you, 7, 8, 9, or 10, I can't give you that because this ain't your track. This belongs to someone else, and you're just doing your adaptation of that song, which I'm not against. I just don't think it should be something that you should be putting out, promoting as an official video for what you are trying to push as your brand. This isn't your brand. This is somebody else's. So I don't know how I feel about that. And I'm going to repeat these probably same words when we go over the sticks, but I can't give him an audio. If you force me to give him an audio, I would give him an 8. So you're a 17 overall score. But you lost those 3 points because this isn't your track. The track is very, very... there are ways that you can do it where you can do slight adaptations, like use a piece of the sample. But this is a blatant, like, I'm gonna borrow this and stick it over here and I'm gonna do it my way. And I don't even know if I'm rocking with that type of business practices being done in country rap. You can keep that shit over in hip hop all day because that's what they do. But I don't know if I want it over here. I'm not comfortable with it.
Because maybe, do you know what song it is?
It came from, the name of it was Heathen, and it was during the Suicide Squad, because it was during the Suicide Squad promo. I don't know when it originally came out, but I know they used it during the Suicide Squad movie, the last one, with the shark and the giant star.
What's the shark on your shopping list?
Oh, Alexa talking about?
I thought that was Heather.
No, that's the damn Alexa. What shopping list, Alexa? Alexa, shut the hell up.
I didn't watch that movie. I started and it was a little, you know what? I thought the intro scene was awesome. And then after that, it was too, I don't know. So I don't know. Because I'm going to be honest, the entire time I was watching it, I was trying to figure out what it was a remix of.
Oh, Heather said it was from 21 Pilots. And it was definitely from Suicide Squad, but I don't know when it originally came out. But it was used for the Suicide Squad for sure. One of their heavy promos. They had it in the trailer, and they had it definitely playing full song in the video, in the movie.
All right, let me I actually like the grainy effect on the video. It was directed by Havoc Films. I like the grainy.
This video had a director.
At the beginning,
hell no.
At the beginning, it said Havoc Films. So
I'm taking out more points then, because I thought this was done with a camera.
It don't mean it was done with a camera.
I know a camera phone. I'm saying if this was professionally done, then this would take off more points. So I'm leaving my scoring system as it is. But this can't have been done by a professional.
What if they done it with that intention because it was a graveyard scene? Because that's how I took.
That makes sense.
It gave me a grainy graveyard scene feel. Now I did like something we talk about a lot. And not saying he listened to us, but he definitely did in this video. He's actually sitting in the cemetery, drinking what looks like either be bourbon or whiskey, but you never saw the brand.
Okay.
And that is something we've talked about a lot.
Agreed.
And you never saw it. So I actually respected that. The singing, the effect on the hook, there's a singing, like at the beginning there's a singing portion, then at the hook is a singing portion, and then the last or the second part of the hook is like a DJ scratch, which I actually appreciated more. I didn't mind the singing. I just had never heard that effect in the genre.
That auto-tunes, it was very heavy.
But it was different than the normal auto-tune we hear.
That's because it was out of key. That's because it was tuned too high. But I don't know if they were doing it deliberately, but I too like the DJ scratching, and I think that probably should have been the regular hook.
See, that's what I thought. I thought the DJ scratch should be the hook.
Right, agreed.
But the initial, you know how you go hook, bar.
Yeah. He went hook, bar. Then he went like extended hook with the DJ scratching, and then regular hook.
Well, to me, he could have done the hook.
Mm-hmm.
He could have let off the effect a little bit. Then the scratch could have been the second hook, and it could have took us out.
Okay. I can see that.
That would be my critique on the hook aspect. The verses were on point. In the verses, he talked about losing family members, losing compadres, friends, whatever you want to call it. So that brought into reference of the cemetery.
Right.
And he kind of goes into, his definition of Heathen Gang, what the Heathen Gang meant to him, and why he's actually keeping up with the name Heathen Gang. And I'm not going to get too deep in that because that's discussed in the interview.
Okay.
But as a whole, normally the stuff that we've got from Ekko Sykes is different. This was the first heartfelt joint I got from him. So it gave me a different side, but I like the consistency in his flow. He didn't really do anything that you couldn't hear. It was very to the point. There's no mystery about what he was talking about. You ain't got to rewind it to the point like, what did he say here? So, it was like a real steady flow, and I appreciated that. Like I said, the only thing that really bothered me was the effect on that hook. And if you said it was an out of key type of thing,
whatever. It's an auto tune. They tuned it way up. I probably wouldn't do that again.
I thought it was just being different because I was like, I've never heard this before.
I mean, if you want that type of vocal range to balance your vocals, and just get somebody else to sing it that can sing in that key. Get a female or a guy that sings falsetto or something like that and put it in there. But this can't be a real song. So this is just for putting together a video and putting it out, because I don't see the clearance happening on this. Then we'll talk about again later in this very same episode. I don't see clearance happening for this song to be done this way? If so, then you're gonna come out at least a couple grand just on the front side, and then you're probably gonna have to eat up. They're gonna eat up all of the rest of the points.
Now, in the video, they spliced in some footage of him being on stage.
I didn't like it. It was just looped.
I would. It was looped. That
Yes.
made me. I'm like, okay, if they had took a stage portion, him going back and forth, rocking the crowd, I've been okay. But the fact that it was the same scene every time they showed it, they could have just rocked out in the cemetery.
Yeah, that's why I said this couldn't have been done professionally. Like this, maybe he just shouting somebody out. One of his homeboys who put together the video for him, but I don't see. This isn't to the level of, let's say, Braidwin did this one, Drake did that one. I don't know who did 04 tracks, but the other 3 videos were better aesthetically and professionally done.
Matter of fact, where he put the stage portion, at the beginning of the video, it shows him riding up, and you see, like, well, at the beginning, it shows a close-up on a tombstone, and it says,
Right.
mother, son. And I don't know if that's his mother and his son, but I would have rather seen that replaced in that spot with the loop, even if they brought it back
Right.
to reiterate the emotion in the song. The stage portion
Right.
kind of threw me a little bit. And I didn't mind him riding in the truck. They could have showed him riding in the truck, going to the cemetery, as opposed to him being on stage. It didn't.
Well, the lighting was trash when he was riding in the truck. I probably would have. It would have got a lower score on the video side if we would have got the majority of the video from that angle, because it was very dark.
Can't have bad lighting in the daytime.
Yes, you can.
I'm just joking. I was really trying to start you up.
Okay.
All right, next up, man. Next up, and this is my new favorite artist, at least of the month.
Okay. I know who it is.
It's
Gucci.
Young Country Gucci. Young Country Gucci. You have earned it, sir. You have earned it. You know what? If there's anybody out there who's watched overboard track music and said he might be fake or he faking it or real, no. It is apparent to me now, this is who 04 track is. We might well not say nothing about number one. Me and you might well not mention his brand of clothing because he's gonna show us every time.
Right.
So either he hadn't watched reviews, he don't give a damn what we say. This is Columbia. This is Pro Bass. He don't care. We're gonna see what brand he got on.
All of them.
Every video.
Yeah.
Which makes me think of our culture and us leaving tags on the clothes or what. We want you to know what it is.
Yeah.
I guess I want you to know today where I work. But that's not here nor there. You know what? When I watch this video, I'm like, you know what? This is who this guy is. And
You got to go intro it. You ain't intro it. Intro it.
Huh?
You didn't give the intro.
Oh, yeah, okay. Look, I'm so excited because I really respect him. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, 04 track, Start 'em Up. Boom. I like that little boy. Start 'em Up. Boom. Name of the joint is Start 'em Up. It was directed by Action 615, we've actually seen quite a few videos by Action 615. We might need to put them on the directors list because I tend to forget all these daggum directors when we start doing.
Is this the dude that did 386? And what's the other black dude that did this country song? I can't remember the name. There's so many. We've reviewed so many, but I think he did. I don't know if he had something to do with him, but that name seems familiar, very familiar with them.
Hey, bro, I have very few things wrote down. I put typical Gucci flow. Gucci. I put I like, and we see this a lot in country rap.
Uh-huh.
Matter of fact, even though I agree with you about in-studio performance videos, I think the car circle video is more traditional in country rap. Because
It should be.
We see that a lot.
Yes, yeah, it should be because they're outside doing mudding and all the other outdoor shit together. It should be the most common video. But I don't know what I'm confused by a lot of stuff over here. What's going on? The trend is leaning more towards that now, especially with the younger folks. Because Josh Garrett did it, 04 Track did it. A couple of other people have done it. Hell, Jamie Ray did it, like his second video, and they were in the parking lot of Magic City, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's happening with this new influx of talent.
Well, we definitely get it a lot in the genre, and that's what we got in this one. The circle, like, hey man, put y'all cards in the circle, at least create some form behind and do. But he does his thing, bro. To me, it made me think of what Gucci was doing when at the beginning of his career.
Did I mention I hate Gucci?
I don't care.
Did I mention that? It is very hard for me to get past the bias because Gucci rap is one of the wackest rappers ever on the face of the planet for me, and I can't. It is hard for me to give you positive feedback when every time I hear you, you are on that level for me. Well, even I still didn't rate you on that, but I don't like Gucci rap. Gucci is one of the most basic rappers ever. Probably overrated. Like number one for overrated rapper ever for me.
And you know what's funny? If there never was a Gucci, I probably wouldn't like 04 Track. But to me, 04 Track is better at having we just gonna call it a Gucci flow. Because for whatever reason, the flow fits in the genre of country rap. To me, I don't know. I just, bro, 04 Track.
I agree with that.
I don't 04 Track is so believable to me. It's like, man, I'm thinking of all the guys I went to high school with who are 04 Track. If they rap. Like, I don't think he does any effect on it. I think if we met 04 Track, he talks like he raps. We might think he's rapping to us in conversation because it's just that believable. Even his videos, he does nothing. His videos, to me, seem like he say, man, y'all come on Friday, 6 o'clock. And I think 04 Track might work at that tire shop. He looked good. He looked good and comfortable in between them tires. Like,
and his first video, I think, was in the same shop too. So yeah, he might work there.
Bro, all I would say is the only thing about this, because I really liked it. I'm cool with the car circle. He's incorporating more girls now respecting him coming to the video shoots because he got quite a few girls in this video. The only thing that I didn't like and didn't think was necessary in this video was the splicing in of vehicles that weren't on the scene. Kind of like the last video we talked about them putting in the concert footage.
Mm-hmm.
There are some shots in here where you know those videos were not there and they seem like generic cars. Like, hey, put that in there. I didn't think I didn't think that was necessary. I thought they could have focused more on the tie shop. There's a scene where there's an older guy at the tie shop. Maybe he's the owner of whatever. Like, he's definitely an older guy and he's in there with the girls dancing around him. They could have shown him more. You know, I thought that was a bro. 04 Track to me. And I think back to the conversation with Church. 04 Track to me has the potential of being one of the bright stars in the genre of country rap. Like, really, really one of the bright stars. All I can say is, sir, do not really change. Gucci never had to change, and look where Gucci's at. I don't think you have to do a lot of changing. I think now you just need to concentrate everything on marketing. I just think you found your lane with your sound. I think you found your lane with the producers you use. Now it's just like beat it in these people's heads. Make them know who you are. I don't hear about him doing a lot of shows. Let's get him out in front of the people. Let's get some promo. I've never seen any merch that he has. Maybe he needs to come up with a slogan or something to start branding a merch line. But other than that, bro.
Why are we giving the manager all of this insight on what they need to be doing to help their artists? Like, what the hell?
It's part of my review.
Bro, I know, but damn, like that's a consultation. Like, we just gave the manager 2 tidbits on how he can help improve his artists.
Shout out to Johnny Cashville, who is in the video, as in every 04 Track video. I'm done.
He doing the Diddy? He's doing the Diddy. Okay.
Hey, man.
Okay, he in all the videos. All right.
Come on over to Country Rap Report if you're tired of your manager dancing in your videos.
Oh, okay. Let me go off of the negatives. And I'm gonna say this with a prerequisite. Everything I'm saying right now does not affect your score. One, I did not like the graphics in some of the videos, some of the graphic parts. Like or it was zooming in on the lights, or it was like zooming in on the window and it replacing his face. Like, it was almost like a green screen effect. I hated it. I hated that effect. The video did. The only reason I didn't take off for it is because that did not take away from the video. It was about to get distracting, and I didn't want to take off for something that was a nitpick for me. I was already nitpicking because he's rapping, he's sounding like Gucci, he's cussing in the video more. I'm like, bro, this is hip hop. This ain't country rap. You just a country dude and rapping. That's what makes it a country rap. But that's as far as it goes right here. But outside on the video side, everything else on the video was right. The angles, the coloring, all of that was dope. The intro was 30 seconds long, fam. Like, you didn't start rapping until 30 seconds into the video. And the video was damn near 3 minutes, if just touching 3 minutes. 30 seconds of that was just the beat playing, get ready for you to rap. I didn't like that. But I didn't take off for it either. But I think if you have a very brief window to capture, I'm talking to your manager now. There is a very brief window to capture an audience. If you don't, I'm assuming that y'all thought the beat was dope enough to where the beat would play and they would be like, okay, yeah, this beat tight. Let me see what's next. But some people be like, I only want that beat. That beat ain't country enough for me. So you done already lost them before 04 Track started rapping. You need to shorten those video intros for the video. Not for the song, because once the song is out, you can do whatever with that. But just for the video purposes, don't have that long as instrumental leading up to the rap, because it was kind of redundant. In the video, in the production, and I'm talking to the producer now, I know that as a sample. And I've heard that sample somewhere, but I think that sample is reversed. I am not in front of any of my equipment, so I can't play it and dissect it and see what it is, but I know I've heard it. And if I've heard it, and I'm a musical encyclopedia of music that I've heard, if I've heard it and it is out there, somebody else is going to hear it, and then they're going to find it, and then you're going to get a strike. So hopefully this is something that is completely original, but my gut is telling me it is not. And that seems to be the theme so far in this video. Music that don't belong to folks, but until somebody discover it or whatever it is, I can't take off for it. That being said, I gave the video a perfect. Even though I hate Gucci, even though I don't like your flow, the flow is so Gucci for me, and I am not a Gucci fan. Gucci's never made a song for me that I've ever liked. Gucci ain't never did a lyric that I've liked, truthfully.
Really? You ain't like Rockstar?
Fam, but Gucci is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That is Gucci's flow. It's basic. Like, it is just head bobbing, and ain't no word acrobatics, ain't nothing special about it. It's just I'm gonna get a rhythm, and then once that rhythm is out there, I ain't doing nothing else acrobatic. I'm just gonna hit my rhythm and keep it going. I mean, my rhythm is usually the beat that I'm gonna go run my cadence with. And that is it. But Gucci has had a consistent flow of that for 25, 30 years. I can't hate him for it because he is at the top of his game for what he does. He is, and you said it, you gave him the comparison that he was the country rap Gucci. If he is going to go down that route, and he is clearly a Gucci fan based on the flow, then yes, his management does need to be doing a little bit more of the marketability of what they'll be able to do with him. I can see him, what we call it, a crossover, if people in core rap are buying into him, or is he just making music and it just happens to be, adapting to country folks that listen to country rap too? Like, I don't know what that branding looks like. I'd have to dive into it a little bit more, but I think he has a win. He has talent. He could win in the game, and I'm not just talking about country rap. I'm talking about rap, because there are Black folks that is country as hell like him that like that type of flow, apparently, because Gucci's been doing it for so long. But his is on a country, laid back, Southern, down home type of content. Like, that hasn't been heard in a very, very, very long time.
Since Gucci.
Genuinely. Since Gucci first started. But Gucci was talking about it from the streets. He's talking about it from the streets, but his streets is country as fuck. So it's like a different perspective. And I think he can win with that because he's a young Black kid. And I think that he can tap into a lot. And I'm now talking to Johnny Cashfield. He can tap into a different demographic than a lot of other folks over here cannot tap into. And that is that 18. No, I'll go a little younger. That is at 15 to 25 Black country folks. And in every state, there are Black country folks. Every state. Like even in New York City, there are still Black country folks. So he can tap into that small demographic, but that small demographic might be enough to sustain him for his career, because all he needs is 1%. I've said that repeatedly. If he tap into that demographic, keep putting out consistent music, keep around the same beats as he's been doing, because the beats are definitely hip hop, but he's just country. He could win, and it takes consistency. So that do a video a month, release a song a month. Don't drop no damn album, fam. Keep that shit in the tank. Just keep dropping song after song after song, video after video after video. People see the consistency. People see that he's genuine. People see that he's a real country motherfucker. You know, and I can and people will rock with that, and they will buy into it. It is hard to get Black folks to buy into some shit just spur of the moment without it being a gimmick. But you do it with consistency, and they see that, oh, he got a catalog. Oh, he's a young Black dude. He for real. Oh, he country as shit too. Oh, I grew up in the country. You know, so now he's latching on to more and more fans. This is a win-win for him. Just keep putting the music out.
So you know what you just did?
What is that?
You just gave the management all kind of advice.
Oh no, I did talk to the manager directly because I want him to win. Because because when they hear that I hate Gucci, they're gonna think that it's gonna be some shit, and it's gonna be me hating, like Ekko Sykes said that I do. But it's not me hating. It is me just giving you my genuine feedback on how I feel, and then I'm giving you feedback, professional feedback on how you can win versus how I feel, because I'm finna be 50. You know, by the time this video comes out, I will be 50. I'm not. This music ain't for me. This is for the younger. This is for somebody like a third of my age that is also grew up in the same environment that I do. But I also know what to sell and how to sell it. And this guy could sell. This will be somebody that once we have the conversation with Celine with 300, this will be somebody you need to be having at the top of your list, because he could be a commodity and will win, and he could win on the rap side, but it would still be country folks that listen to him, so he could still be adapting to country rap music.
What would happen if this guy got a feature from Gucci?
I don't think he needs it right now. I would wait, but I would wait for the consistency. Give him about 6 months. Let him put out about 6 more records.
But I'm saying
consistent.
What I'm saying is, say he got with a major label, and the label was able to pull off a Gucci feature.
Now, this would be the time that I would agree that a buy-in from somebody on the major would absolutely work and escalate their career. Yes, Gucci would work for this.
Or, this is my last question about 04 track. What could someone like Church, or the exposure of Church, do for this guy's career? Imagine him opening at those 2 sold-out shows. It will have the same effect, because Church's rap fans are rap fans. I don't think so.
And you don't think so?
I think Church's fans, yes, they know he's an incredible rapper, but I think they appreciate Church just as much for his realness than his rap ability. I think it's probably 50-50. I think you got people who like, man, this dude is insane when it comes to the bars. But I think you got people who like, man, this guy represents what I represent, and they're not even listening to the intricacies of his bars. I don't think the bars is everything for everybody. I think some people is just who he is.
No, well, I'm talking about the rap fans, and there's a small pocket in both of those pockets that you just said. The people that genuinely respect hip hop would respect 04 track and his ability of what he's doing. But that's a small pocket of Church's fans. Let's say Church got 1 million fans, 100,000 of them might run over to 04 track if Church elevated him or co-signed him or said, I think he's even talked about him. Matter of fact, he said something in our interview, right? Didn't he call 04 track by name?
I don't know if he did by name, but he kind of made mention of, basically him earning his chops in the game right now.
I think he mentioned him by, I know he didn't mention many artists, but he was one of the few artists that he mentioned by name. I think he knows he's out there. Yes, for sure. So it would help. the Gucci stamp would be more beneficial than church, but church wouldn't hurt.
What if Gucci signed him? This is my country cousin.
I just don't want them to take him and try to make him a hip hop act. Just let the dude do what he's doing right now. Just make him rap with his country twang or country feel to it. Let that happen. Don't bring in Zaytoven. Don't bring in Metro Boomin. Don't bring in all of that shit. Let him keep going down the road that he's doing right now, making the music that he's doing and catering to those fans. Because those, I don't see where Saweetie or any of those other folks, that ain't 04 Track's demographic. No, I'm sorry. No, that wouldn't work. It would be good for the cosign, but I don't think that. Yeah, the church cosign or the church stamp would be more beneficial as I'm thinking it out loud and what it would do for his rap career. Because I'm trying to keep him over here with a core country rap fan base and also rap on the side.
You know how you see these groups when we were young, especially growing up in Griffin, and we see these groups of Caucasians who hang out in the parking lot of Walmart or wherever they hung out. It would always be that Tony Thomas of the group. I don't know if you remember.
Right.
You know Tony Thomas?
I do remember Tony Thomas. There's always one. There's one darkness, one darky in the
04 Track is Tony Thomas. Shout out to Tony Thomas. I don't
think so. I think 04 Track is probably, these videos are pretty diverse. It's black and white in this video. So I don't think he would have been the one. He might be the one dude that actually got the talent that ain't scared to rap. But I don't think he would be the
You don't think if Tony Thomas was a rapper for real, his cousin would come to the video shoot, his brother, they don't hang out normally, but they ain't coming to the video.
Nah, they ain't, because they ain't fuck with him like that, because he fucked around with them other folks. And
they ain't family though.
Nah, bro. That's a different scenario. This is a different type of environment.
Tony Thomas gonna find us. Shout out, Tony, man, you were cool. I just didn't get it. I ain't get it. But 04 Track now makes me understand.
Right.
But hey, bro, he even got some Gucci movements. All right. Project shout out. Found this group, told Spank about this group. And bro, in the process of talking about this group, I went back and found they had a album. And I'm like, man, you know what?
Bro, you sent me somebody last time. That album, it was trash. Whatsoever South, that's the name. Bro, I listened to the entire catalog. It was now, and I know they talking about the Lord, so I'm gonna give it to them the Lord. But the production value and the rap skills, garbage. I can't do it, bro. And every time when you give me somebody, I put them on my list so I can listen to it while I'm on the road.
This is a country rap report first.
Okay.
Spank just completely slapped that the Kimba Matumbo. No. My project shout out. Project shout out this episode is Whosoever South.
Oh. Woo. No,
all the blood just rushed to where's my blood pressure pill?